Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing FTB One. And in the last episode, among other things, we dug out this sub-basement and started sending our overflow production from the Drigme and the Whirly Sprigs into these storage drawers. We're going to start out today by at least finishing off the floors and walls of that basement. We're going to start with the floor. And what I want is this rebar concrete block. We got to get the tile first. That's not what, let's see here. Rebar concrete tile stair, rebar concrete tile. There's got to be a way to make this stuff, right? Aha, here we go. We can get the rebar concrete block, and that'll probably serve us just fine. These are from Engineer's Decor. And I like Engineer's Decor. We're gonna need some more patterns. We're also gonna need a recipe for these metal bars. And we'll just dump it into the crafter manager. And we're gonna want a couple stacks of this stuff. I almost forgot. We gotta teach this thing how to make concrete. So this is gonna be a processing. We're gonna want another one of these, what do you call them? Sequential. Oh, we have a sequential fabricator that we're not actually doing anything with. So I guess to make this stuff in this pack, we're gonna need immersive engineering concrete, which is this stuff right here. So we need sand, gravel, and clay. Now we're gonna need ourselves a water bucket. And we're just gonna run around like this. And the gravel over here, clay over here, click the check mark. Now we just need to program a recipe for it, right? So maybe we can send it right in. It's gonna be a processing. Okay, no, we can't send it right in. We'll have to do this manually. Not 4. Darn it. You know, what we should do is make one of these first. Then we'll have some to base the recipe off of when we're trying to hard code it like this. So let's come over here. And we're going to get some sand. Not 32. Always do that. I'm going to put 8 concrete there, though. Definitely. Gravel. We need some clay. I wonder if it's that I'm right-clicking. Can I just... No. Boy, it rains a lot here. There we go. And now, bucket. Right? So we're going to click over to fluids. And now you see places like a water block there instead of a water bucket. And that's what we want for our sequential fabricator, because this thing can handle liquids just fine. So let's see if we can make a couple of stacks of that. And this shouldn't be any, yeah, okay, perfect. Now we're just gonna come down here and run some exchange. Turn the floor into this concrete. Right click. Did we end up using, no, we did use rebar. I had this horrible feeling I used the just plain immersive after all that. Now we have a lot of new natural items in the world. And in addition to the hexari seeds and plants that we found the last time, there's also a bunch of seeds and maybe some new trees? So what we're going to do to get a hold of them is we're going to make ourselves this block from the Farming for Blockheads mod, which is new to the pack. pretty happy we have it. Do we have emeralds on us? Oh, we have a ton of emeralds. That's fine. Now we're going to want to keep this guy out of the way. And I figure the best place for him is out by the chickens and the little welcome wagon starter house we got. Here he comes. Alright. Let's get some emeralds out. Probably won't need that many. Let's see what we have. We're gonna definitely want cabbage. 2 of those. We're gonna want rice. We got tomatoes. What else do we have? We have blossom saplings from cork now. We're gonna want at least probably 1 of each, I would think, although the wood from them is all the same. It's very nice wood. It looks a lot like the mangrove wood that we have now. I feel like we're missing... Oh, tree fertilizer. That's cool. I feel like we're missing something from Farmer's Delight. Rice, cabbage, tomatoes, and what now? Onions. It's onions. Now the cabbage and the tomatoes we can just plant. The rice works a little differently. This you have to plant in water. And I think I just might like to have a good amount of rice. Oh, growing out here. Let's fix that. And then we have 1 more water bucket. Get a little water here. There we go. Now we should be able to plant the rice on the dirt. Yep. Now before we run out and start looking... Hey, come on. Let me in there. Before we run out and start looking for onions, we might be able to just find them in villages. I want to... Can I double click this or something? Well, regardless. I want to make a bunch of floral fertilizer. Just gotta make a whole stack. We have Britannia in the pack now, which is a cool mod. And I would like the whirly sprig to start producing the basic flowers for us. Now, they'll grow in your world, but this world started before Britannia was added. So, we're gonna do it like this. You get like 4 flowers a cycle here. And there's a flower for each color. I think we probably got them all. Alright, and our whirly sprig should be sending this stuff as soon as they do an operation into the storage system. Yep, sure enough. Very good. We're gonna load some new chunks out here. See if we can find ourselves some onions and anything else of note. Let's see what's out here. Oh, quark. We have quark. That's what's giving the cows the different skins and the pigs and everything else. Here's some Britannia flowers generating in the world. Right here along with mini melons? I love it. We'll have to see if the whirly sprig can reproduce them. Oh, there should be a chest over here. Green Britannia's been reskinned since we played with it seriously. Or maybe it looked like this in Plexiglass Mountain, I forget. But I love the look of the flowers now. They're beautiful. So let's see. What if anything new is in the chest? Mirror gems from Apotheosis. That's a lot of armor toughness. That's cool. What else do we have here? Lost knowledge. Compressed iron ingots from pneumatic craft and pneumatic cylinders. That's cool. I'd like to find a... Oh, Yeah, I'd like to find a village out here. We will almost certainly find some Farmer's Delight stuff in the village. And it might be worth raiding this structure while we're at it. I forget what all is in here, chests and spawner wise. Like if it's just like miserable. Oh, that seems fine. Jump down here. Soul sand. Strange little place. I'm sure we've been in one of these before. Oh, yes, of course. Let's get out our Silk Touch pick. And get back downstairs. Oh, did he chase us all the way downstairs? Oh, these guys. Okay. We're gonna have to deal with this spawner. Now that we have Apotheosis in the pack, right? If we have Silk Touch, we can pick up spawners. And that's very handy. Phew. Alright, another mirror gem. That's more armor toughness. Not as good as the other one. A candle. Disc fragments. I think we already have the disc. Alright, let's see what the village has for us here. This is a terrible place to live. We got a chest, maybe? No. Never chests in there. Let's see. One onion. And a necrotic gem. Apotheosis is looking pretty cool. We'll have to get into that at some point. I saw the shipwreck on the map. We can get a map. If we can get a map out of here, that would be well. I'll take all of that, map or no map. But maybe there's one up here, or like farther down. Yeah, I feel like there's a. Like there's more down here. Maybe not. Oh, there totally is. Here we go. Alright. Ancient Scroll of Create Lava Hex Casting? I have no idea what that's about. What? Oh, these spawn in the wild now. They didn't used to do that. Alright, let's get into position. Alright, here we are, right in the middle. Turn that 3 off. Should be right around here somewhere. There we go. Okay, nothing new in the sunken treasure chest, but now we know. Oh, here's one of those cork trees that we bought the saplings for. They're fantastic. They look great. Now we're going to want to get a start on Farmer's Delight. This is this mod adds all kinds of just great high value food. And golden carrots are okay, but a lot of this stuff is better. So we'll need some bricks. There we go, one stove. And we're also gonna want a cooking pot. I need a bucket of water. There we go. And we're gonna want ourselves a cutting board. Oh, we need planks, okay. I'll just make a bunch of planks here. Should be fine. Let's, I notice I'm not getting advancements. Let's see. Okay, so wants us to cook some food on a campfire before it will give us these. So let's go deal with that. We're gonna find some place to put this down in the kitchen. Now, unfortunately, Farmer's Delight, at least as it was in the past, hasn't been compatible with cooking for blockheads. So maybe what we'll do is move the fruit basket. Put all this stuff back in there. Very nice. Nothing in here, right? Okay, we'll take this out. We'll put the stove down and the pot right on top of it. There's a GUI here, you have a place to put bowls. We're also going to want the cutting board up here. So we'll put the hourglass down over here. Stick the slime back in it, why not? Put this down right here. Now another thing we're going to want to get is the best knife we can make. I mean, we could just make a flint one and it'll all be the same, but we're going to make the netherite one and enchant it up all fancy. Hold out here. There we go. And there we go. Now the knife has a couple of uses. The first one we're going to put it to is breaking grass to get straw. Hopefully. Yeah, there's some. Alright, we got a good stack of straw. We'll be using that, if not this episode, certainly one coming up. Now, we are probably going to want to teach this system how to make bowls. You eat a lot of stuff with bowls in Farmer's Delight. So let's, down here, we're going to make ourselves a bunch of bowls. Very nice. Now let's see here. We wanted to make, let's say we wanted to make some nice egg sandwiches. We would need fried eggs, which we can make in any of our smelters. So we can go ahead and cook up the eggs. We can make a whole bunch of bread. And make ourselves a whole bunch of egg sandwiches. Now this is really good food. It fills more haunches than the golden carrots, and it's, you know, similar to saturation. Let's say we wanted to make something better, like a bacon sandwich. Well, we would need cooked bacon. So what we do is we'd take a pork chop. And we come over here to our cutting board with what we're cutting up in the offhand and the knife in our on-hand. And we'll get 2 bacon for every pork chop. And this is when the knife starts taking durability. It doesn't take any when you're just breaking grass. And when we're done, we can just leave our knife on the board. And finally, all you do is you just cook the bacon up. Couple things I want to do while our whirly sprigs are gathering us up some Farmer's Delight crops. I want to make, we have elevator mod now, so I definitely want to make some elevators. And we're going to get 1 piece of light gray concrete here. Now these are cool. You can use them to teleport up and down. And we're going to use them to make this area look a little cleaner. I'm just going to chop our way down here. Oh, let's fly back up. Here we go. Now you jump and you go up, you sneak, you go down. And you can add the texture of another block by right-clicking. So it's nice and clean looking. Other thing I want to get going, not that. We want to teach this thing how to make fluid extractors. We're going to need a couple of them. These are going to allow us to extract latex from wood logs. I'll make 4 of them. Alright, if we ever need 4 more fluid encapsulators, we'll be all set. There we go. You can give these things power, but they will run without it. And they'll collect latex, which is a liquid. Now we're going to put a fluid tank on here. Where's our... oh, there's our wrench. Set all of these to extract. Now we're going to pop another external storage on here. Well, we can just flip it around, right? There we go. And some cables hooked up right here. There we go. And as we gather the latex, we'll have access to it upstairs. Now, there's no reason why we shouldn't connect these to power. Now that I think about it, we got power right here. It's not like it's inconvenient. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And now they're moving along quite a bit more quickly. Now the first thing I want to get a hold of from the mod is this marine fisher. So we're gonna teach it how to make fishing rods. This plastic we're gonna get from dry rubber. We're gonna get the dry rubber from this tiny dry rubber. We're gonna get the tiny dry rubber from a latex processing unit. Now the next block we're gonna need, now that we've got some liquid latex, we do need this latex processing unit. This is not that bad. It uses another pity machine, it uses another pity machine frame, which is definitely not the hardest thing to craft. We got 4 of them going downstairs already. We will need a bucket of water and a bucket of latex. Neither of which should, that's the crafter manager. Neither of which should be too difficult. Let's see. I came here. This is normal. What you see here, you'll see the blocks look like they're stuck in while being broken, like there's a glitch with them breaking. But it'll get more and more like this, and then they'll be stripped, and then you'll get these breaking effects again on the blocks, and then they'll be gone. And then you put some more blocks down. You could automate it, but only gonna use so much of this stuff. We are gonna automate the latex processing. So let's see, I think we should have everything. Yeah, there we go. 1 latex processing unit. The other thing we're gonna need is a recipe for the tiny dry rubber. That's not really what we're looking for. So we're gonna have to figure this out by hand. We're gonna just dump a bucket of latex in here. Oh, we're gonna need water too, aren't we? Aha! May have gotten at it by looking at liquid latex? No. So we're just gonna manually take a bucket of latex and a bucket of water. And let's see. Okay, so 100 millibuckets and 500 millibuckets will get us 1. So what we're gonna do is clear all this. Processing in fluids. Latex and water. Now, if I right click here, we can dial down or dial up but we want 0.1 buckets of latex and 0.5 buckets of water. For one, we gotta click this off to put a solid down for 1 dry rubber. And hopefully this is gonna work. And we'll just, yet another importer. Our latex processing unit and our crafter, which will flip around to the right direction. Now, do I have to orient sides? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and throw that up there and see if we can't make 18 of those little guys. We'll just try 20. Okay, 2 buckets of latex, 10 buckets of water, no problem. Let's run over here. Yep, trucking along just fine. So often, even if you can't find a way to use JI or REI or whatever you're using to click a recipe into your your pattern encoder here, or whatever it's called, the pattern grid, there's often a way to get the recipe programmed in. And Industrial Foregoing machines are usually pretty friendly with refined storage, so we're going to be in good shape here. Oh, that's cooking. I went back out to the digital miner and set it for yellerite. We're starting to run through this stuff. Not to the point where it's dangerous, and we should get a good amount out of all of this, especially if we take it's 3 chunks you need to I think get 5 out, maybe 4, I forget. Oh, this is giving us uranium. Can we use uranium? We certainly can. Yeah, that's not draining. Power's not draining. This is missing texture. Okay, so we might be able to use uranium, which we have, to beat the band. It's good that we have all the yellerite. But this is going to be our main use for uranium until we build a mechanism reactor to get a hold of some nuclear waste. We won't be doing that near the base. Anyway, back to Industrial Foregoing. The point of the whole exercise here is to be able to have latex and rubber to work with. We need it in both forms. The block we want is this marine fisher. This is a simple machine frame. It's a little more complicated. We're gonna need a dissolution chamber, which uses latex and this plastic, which is a processed latex, turn it into little dry rubber, craft it into the big dry rubber, cook it up into this kind of plastic. But we're gonna need this dissolution chamber first. Fortunately, it is just another pity machine frame. And I don't know if this thing knows how to make diamond gears. Well, we have a diamond gear, so that ought to be fine. We'll throw it in here. We're going to need some more crafters. I hope we get extra storage at some point. Otherwise, well, we can always send the crafters in a line downstairs to the sub-basement, too, and kind of try to keep it at least a little bit clean and organized up here. So let's see if we can make this thing, or if we need to craft any. Nope, we're in good shape. Okay, we got a problem with the plastic. It's not finding a machine. Oh, it doesn't like the redstone furnace. It's supposed to like the redstone furnace. Oh, you know what? We did not, ahem. We did not set these to do their things automatically. Alright. This little part one more time. And we got our dissolution chamber. And we got our crafter. Whoops. Alright. Got your tank here. Here's where everything else goes. They do have to be in a precise order, but I believe refined storage accounts for that. So our simple machine frame, right? 0.25 buckets of latex. That's how refined storage is seeing the order. Let's see how we do. I think we might be missing a few things. Like nether bricks, but we'll find out. Okay, it's iron gears and nether bricks, I guess. Why would it be missing iron gears? Weird. Pity machine frames. It's the pity machine frame recipe. It shouldn't be an issue. No, it's not the pity machine frame. Let's see. Well, we don't have a recipe for iron gears, at least, so maybe it needs them for something? I don't know. But we're gonna get this recipe together. I hope this isn't suddenly going south. Okay, now that resolved it. I don't know where the gear is used. But we will have to teach this thing how to make nether bricks, which is no big deal, and then we should finally have our fisher. Okay, we're good to go. Should be about done. Let's see, yeah. Now whoops. Is it not done? It's not quite done. Let's go check it out, make sure nothing's wrong here. Nope, now it's done. I'm too impatient. I'm so excited with all these new mods in the pack. We have all this infrastructure, even though we lost some in the update. I'm not really... We'll probably get some kind of bees back later on. It takes a year, Okay, nothing special. No advancements for the machine frame. But, did I make a recipe for fisher? We didn't really need one. I don't know. I guess I did. Oh, this is what we needed the iron gears for. Okay. Alright. Let's get my head screwed back on here. Now, one thing the fisher's gonna need is power. We have a good amount of options, not the least of which is Solar Flux Reborn. I added a whole nother line of crafters here. This solar stuff is really cool, but it's a rabbit hole. And there's a lot of crafting recipes. Like, to just get started, it's not too bad. It's just these two things. But this will only get you 1 forge energy a tick. Second one gets you 8, but it uses 8. And that's kind of how it goes on and up. Oh my gosh. This guy just spawns in my house. I don't think they're supposed to do that. That's Captive Dreams again. We already have Captive Dreams. Salmon berries, though. Can we grow those? Sir. Come right in. Alright. Oh, that's right. We have mature onions now. So we can... get that going. Awesome. Anyway, you'll see as you go up higher. Let's go over to the crafter manager here. You end up getting more photovoltaic cells that are necessary. The solar panel 3 does take more cells. The 4 takes special cells. Whoop, that is the wrong... I appreciate the salmon berries, fellas, but holy crow. Okay, the 4 is here. We're also going to need to teach it how to make clocks. The cell 2 uses cell 1s and mirrors, and You know, you can definitely craft these things manually, but the refined storage system helps out a whole lot. I think 1.4 is probably gonna be sufficient. Now we're gonna build ourselves a little fishing dock out here. But for the time being, we're just gonna put the fisher down. You need, I want to say you need 3x3 of water for it to be in. That'll be fine. And what we're gonna do, I believe these waterlogged? Yeah, perfect. We're gonna, another 2 on top. Here we go. And by default, the recipe for the level 4 solar panels makes 2 of them. So we're just gonna have 2 of them. Gonna get rid of that pipe. Now we're gonna put our energy cube down. Alright, that's better. Now I don't have to worry about them waterlogging. We'll set this to output to its left side. Put the solar panels down. Set the pipes to extract. Now, by default, the pipes will transfer 256. The solar panel 4 do not, I think that'll be just about right. So this has plenty of energy, it's in water, it's already generating things for us at a pretty good rate. So what we're going to want to have is an ender chest, for one thing. But we're also going to get a lot of garbage. We're going to get a lot of stuff that we're not even interested in. And we're going to get some stuff that we're not going to want to pipe directly in to our storage system. So we're going to set up some pipes and a couple of trash cans, which we made way earlier in the series. It's just stone, cobble, and a chest. Now we're going to put these down like so, and set them to whitelist, so that when we start seeing things like, you know, boots and what have you, we'll be able to void them immediately. And we're just going to put an ender chest down, set to the same frequency as the one that's heading into the storage drawers. And set this thing to extract. Now we already have spots for a lot of the fish. Is that not set to extract? It might not be. I keep thinking white is what I used, and it's not. It's cyan. So let's, whoops. Let's run back. What did I use white for? Something. Maybe one of the ender tanks? It's hard to remember. Whoops. Here we go. And now when we head on back home, we'll probably see one or, oh no, it's all gone in. We had spots for all of those fish already. Alright, it's next day. Yeah, here we go. Here's a tropical fish that we could find a home for. Tripwire hooks and leather boots, on the other hand, even fancy ones from Apotheosis, are perhaps not necessarily what we need to be collecting. Also, the boots don't stack. So if we go to our trash can here and select these on the filter and put this in another filter slot. Well, you can't tell from here, but next time we can now click these in. We wouldn't have been able to do that with anything that's not on the whitelist. But as tripwire hooks and leather boots, I believe, ignoring all this extra data, will get, automatically voided. And we'll see. These things, it rolls the normal fishing loot table. A lot of stuff we already have homes for, like sticks, rotten flesh, a lot of the trash, even seagrass and kelp. We'll see how this goes. Now we're going to want to build a structure for this thing. We're going to want to fix up some of the structures that we've already built now that we've lost the frame blocks mod. But now I'm going to want to use a chipped mod for a lot of that, which we haven't looked at because that's also new. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.